as you can tell, I'm in a new place and I'm currently freezing. But I wanted to talk about Wolfman. So I went to go to the movie theaters, and I was so excited because I love Lee Winnell. I loved, all the movies that he's done. I also love, be it from the director, creator to in the movie. So I was like, this is gonna be so good. I had not watched any trailers because I just kind of want to go through it blind, and oh, I described it as like, you're really hungry and you're gonna go get fried chicken, right? And then you get the plate of fried chicken and you're so excited to eat everything, the skin, the blah blah, and then you see the chicken and it's bones with just a little bit of meat. That's it. And I'm so disappointed, but genuinely it would have helped so much if they had added just like, I feel like, a handful of scenes more, because it felt so like da 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 da, and it kind of left you okay. So spoilers obviously, because I will be talking directly about the plot and the characters, but so there is this section at the beginning when the main character, he's a kid, right? And so we're kind of like, that was so good. That literally, it felt like two different movies, and not in a good way. I feel like if they had padded in more at the beginning, kind of made it seem like he remembered, but he didn't remember, and his mind was playing tricks on like what he lived with his dad, and maybe he thought maybe my dad was actually crazy and insane, but it was never like he just forgot about his childhood. He didn't even remember that there was like this like creature, or I guess his dad protected him enough that he thought it was just like a bear or something. But I would have loved if they would have played more into him as a kid, so when we saw him as an adult with his daughter as his own, he made it like his core value to be truthful, to be like protecting his daughter, in the sense of like, probably he thought when he was a kid his dad wasn't protecting him, but then obviously we find out, or we see it through another eyes near the end of the movie, that he actually was protecting his son. I feel like that would have been so good, as well as I feel like there was scenes where I don't know the wife. I'm just gonna refer to the husband, the wife, and the daughter, because that's also like the plot and the characters. The daughter, I mean, I don't really want to comment on child actors because they're kids, okay? But was she like phenomenal? But she's a kid. She's a kid. I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't want to I don't want to be mean to a kid. I actually thought she was really funny. I liked the chemistry with the dad. It felt really authentic, felt really real. I just feel like in some scenes when it's more like tragic, sad, just a little bit more need to be done. But I really liked her like heart in the movie. The mom, or I guess the wife, your husband's turning into like, so everything just happened so fast, and so like, here's what I liked. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going all over the place, but I would have liked that in the scene where they're arriving just to like Oregon. I have no idea where they are. Do they say it's in Oregon? I don't know. I would have loved for them to actually have arrived to the place normally, that they would have spent a day, two, and then on the third day they start feeling like the son, like the husband, starts seeing like weird things. He takes out his daughter to like the forest, like just like reminiscing, like a flash, not an actual flashback, but like we would know it's a flashback to when he and his dad, and we would see the difference, like in the movie, the beginning, his dad's like very yelling, very like a military, and with him he'd be like it just to show the complexities of both characters, and show like the difference between them. And then it could have played out the same, the creature, and then he's kind of like, oh no, it's not real, and like this go back and forth thing, like, oh, maybe it's a bear, but no, it feels like it just went whoom, and it didn't really hit the mark at all. So I would have liked those scenes to kind of like filler, but not in a bad way, just to feel for these characters, because it felt very like. So then basically what happens is that the family is on the drive, right? And so they read with the son of one of his dad's friends, and the mom is like, oh my god, he has a gun. And it's like, girl, lady, like, because they used to live in New York, it's like, this is hunting, like this is like the forest, of course they have guns. And he's kind of like, yeah, of course they have guns. And so it's very like this, like, make it seem like he's like a bad guy, but he's just like anyways, why he has survived this entire time and why he only dies when he runs into this, I don't know. Okay, he should have been, I feel, again, so much like more scenes could have been placed to kind of emphasize is he not? Like, was his dad crazy? Was his dad not crazy? Is there actually a creature in the night? Is there not a creature in the night? I feel like if they would have let this dude, who is just random supporting character for like 2 minutes, survived a bit longer, where he could talk with the other character and be like, do you remember about our childhood? Do you remember what our dads did? And then it would have been great to see that opposition of like him being like, I firmly believe that there's a creature, and him being like, no, he was just crazy, our dads were crazy. Hello. And then it could have been like he goes out and, like at night, because he's like, we told you not to go out at night, and then he would have died, right? He would have been killed, but he would have been killed because of the dad's fault, like the husband, like because he would have gone out and ignoring the advice, and then that would have been like, oh my god, the guilt that my dad was right, the guilt that I just killed this guy, the guilt that I brought my family here, the guilt that I brought my daughter here, after being this whole like it has to be protecting. And then after that would have been like the whole like him being attacked, like his family being attacked by this creature, and they're like, you know, and it would have been so great, because the thing is, they even show at the beginning that the dad has like this notebook where he's writing about the creature, writing like not human, I don't know, a bunch of things. It would have been so, you know, if you're gonna show it again, it where like his son or even his wife, you know, because since she's a reporter and a journalist, it would make sense that she'd be like looking and snooping around, but she doesn't really do that. And she would have like found the journal, been like, look, what is this, like your dad? And then again going back like, no, like blah 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 blah. And then here's what kicker, because he gets like, I didn't even notice when he got scratched, and that's why he started turning into this wolfman creature. But I feel like it would have been better if a scene where, like, again, where instead of him, there's a scene where he, like, there's a dog door, because they used to have a dog, and the wolf kind of grabs his leg and pulls him. It would have been way better if it would have been his daughter who got pulled, and while him, as the dad, goes to protect her and grab her, he gets scratched. See where I'm going with this? The whole, like, protecting child, parent, and then he'd be start turning. I really liked the effect that they did where it changes to what he's seeing and how he can't, he's starting to lose the capacity to communicate with them and to hear them, and he sees that their eyes are like with like lighting. I didn't really know what that was for. It looked cool, but and the fact that I don't know, I just really liked, I would have liked to have delved more into that parental relationship and the difference between both of them, because we do see that he is, even though he's lost, you know, his human capacity to speak, to communicate, and to kind of rationalize, he does protect his family. He realizes that his dad was a creature and he kills him. He is still in control of himself, that he, even though he's not really attacking them, they just think he's attacking them, because again, he can't talk, and this man who looks like that is running at you. I mean, but the scene where he like gets up and he doesn't attack them, he's just looking at them, and the daughter deduces like he wants the mom to, like, you know, kill him and take him out of his misery. I feel like that was a good like thing, but it would have been, I don't know, I would have liked if in the scene it would have been where he like touches her forehead to kind of tell her, I'm still me, even though I look like a monster, I am a monster, I still have like my humanity inside. And I don't know, I would have liked the ending to have ended not him running after his family and the family running like crazy. I would have liked the ending to have been a confrontation between his dad and him killing his dad. And then obviously it does remain of like, how would he have died? I feel like it would have just been like the same of him like kind of like asking her to take him out, but I feel like it would have been more like a monumental feeling that it was like him, even in his last moments, he died protecting his daughter. Or it would have been even better if there was like another hunter who had shot him, and then it, you know, I don't know, I just think it's such a good potential, and it just kind of fell flat. I gave it a 3 out of 5 just because visually very beautiful. Acting, okay, they act really good, but I don't know, I feel like the essence of the movie was just not there. So I don't know what to tell you. That's my review. I did spoil it. I did also add what I would have added to it, but yeah, that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop watching Leigh Whannell's movies or anything like that. No, like, but yeah, it was, I feel like if they would have just given like 10 more minutes of like plot stuff, it would have been better. But it did keep you on your toes, and there were some jump scares, but yeah, it just felt kind of like, it ended and I was like, oh, spent $12 on this. Anyways, bye.